Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. This is Don over at Don's Tattoos Garage. Here today with a mashup of videos. One video, but I've got What Did You Buy Wednesday, What's Up Wednesday, and a tattoo story. So hang on and we're going to take a look at everything and I'll tell you who's sponsoring what, and yeah, we'll get into it. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, like I said, welcome back. I almost forgot, there's also a shop card shout out in here. So let's go through these shop cards real quick and we'll get into this video mashup here. So first of all, Joe up at Big Sky Model Workshop, he hosts What Did You Buy Wednesday. I did get something, so I'm going to show that along with everything else going on. Again, Joe at Big Sky, make sure you check him out. Great guy, awesome ambassador for the community. Does some very cool builds. Thanks a lot, Joe, for hosting this. Next up is Dave over at Woody's Scale Model Garage. Dave hosts What's Up Wednesday. Well, part of that's going to be going on too, so thanks, Dave, for sponsoring that. Again, another great ambassador for the community and another awesome builder. Anyway, go check out Dave's channel, Woody's Scale Model Garage. Now for the shop card shout out, TJ over at Model T Scale Workshop. Fairly new channel. If you haven't been over there, make sure you get over there and check out TJ. Got some great stuff. He's right up the road from Link, over Link's Scale Models, so make sure you check out TJ, Model T's Scale Workshop. Thanks for the card, TJ. Appreciate that. Look forward to our visit one of these days. All right. And Russ over at Speed Forward Hobbies. Make sure you keep him and his family in your prayers. Thoughts and prayers. You know they're going through something. Not sure what it is. It's not my place anyway, so just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Again, Russ, thanks for the card and thanks for the recent comment. Take care with everything going on. And if you'd like one of my shop cards, hit me up at this address right here and I'll get one out to you. Got one going out this week to Dan the Man up at the 60s Rule Channel. Man, I can almost talk today. Let me get these cards out of the way. We're going to get into all this other stuff going on. Start with What Did You Buy Wednesday? Picked up this UV resin starter kit. Hadn't done one of these yet. Decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and get it, so it showed up. I'll be showing it more as I use it, but for now, got that in the mail. Gonna be using that for probably headlights along with the dashes, doing the gauge stuff. Anything else I can use it for. Somebody just recently, and I forget who it was, and I apologize to whoever said it, but they started using this UV resin for putting their glass in their builds. There's an idea too. All right, everybody. Like I said, we'll show that more later. I did unbox everything. This kit, got it off Amazon. Comes with the UV resin light. Comes with 2 bottles of resin, along with the user manual. And I believe this is probably a silicone mat for working on. That's at least my best guess at this point without reading everything. And it also came with some little applicators and little cups. Feel like they're also silicone, so I'll be finding about all about that. And like I said, I'll be sharing that in another video down the road. I guess I hit the camera. Sorry about that. All right. So, what's up Wednesday? If you know, you know. I messed up the clear on the chop tee, so I got it stripped, got it in paint, letting it cure out real good before I attempt putting the decals back on it. And then after the decals, I'll be getting more clear on it and letting it cure really good before I start trying to put the glass in like I did last time and messed up the clear. Okay, besides that, got this drag combo kit. I'm working on the Comet race car right now. The trailer I had pulled for another project, and the Fairlane, or Galaxy, I mean, I'll build it too, but for right now I'm working on the Comet. Sitting back here, I'm gonna put some big old slicks on the back. Not sure how high it's going to be jacked up. Pretty close to that. And not quite that high, but pretty close. But I got the engine in Grabber Blue back here. If you remember, I picked up a can of Grabber Blue, the Model Master paint at MossCon a couple weeks ago, and picked up 2 cans of paint. One was the Testers, one was the Model Master. The Testers did not work, so no biggie, it was 50 cents. Got rid of it, tossed it, grabbed out the Model Master Grabber Blue, painted the engine in it, and guess what? It worked out great. Got the injection stacks back there on the intake. Got valve covers chromed up back there along with the moon tank, but all that's going to dry. That chrome, if you ever sprayed chrome paint, it takes forever to dry. So that's sitting back there drying. I'm trying to exercise patience, which I normally don't do. So this is the part that's What's Up Wednesday, hosted by Dave over at Woody's. Again, make sure you check these guys out, and everybody will be listed in the description. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in visiting these guys. And if you do, give them a sub, give them a like, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you tell them Don sent you over there. That's what I got going on. Hang on a minute, and we will get into this tattoo story. It's going to be about the first tattoo I did on a buddy of mine that was brave, crazy, something that let me tattoo on him with something that did not have an eraser behind it. So hang on a minute. We'll tell that story. All right, let's get into this tattoo story. So I tattooed for 25 plus years. Started when I was stationed overseas in the military. Stationed on a little island that was located off the coast of Portugal. Great little place. Really enjoyed it. Loved the people, loved the food, loved the culture. Ended up spending a total of 5 years there. 2 years the first time. I was lucky enough for a second tour there. Did 3 years the second time. An amazing place. Anyway, whole nother story there. Second time I was there, I went to a school in New Jersey for a few weeks. And while I was in New Jersey, I decided I needed a tattoo. So I got my first tattoo. Watched the guy do it the whole way through, and I thought, man, I'm artistic. I could do this. So I chased it. Lo and behold, I had a tattoo career, tattooed professionally for 25 plus years. Loved every minute of it. Lots of stories from it. So this is the story of my first tattoo that I did on somebody else. Because I tattooed on myself first and figured out a couple things, learned a valuable lesson in that, and I'll talk about that one day. But this one's about that first tattoo. I'm going to pop a picture of it up at the end of this story. It's not the one I did. It's similar design. I did okay job. I got to find my picture because it's buried in a box since we moved. I haven't found that picture yet, but I wanted to tell this story. So, like I said, I'll pop up this other picture of what the design was. But my buddy, his nickname was Face. Put it on his shoulder, on the back of his shoulder back here, and he loved it. He still got it, never covered it up, never had anybody work on it again. And I appreciate that because a lot of them early tattoos, I don't know how good they lasted or how they did, but I haven't talked to very many people, but I know Face has his still. I talked to him, and we've stayed in contact all these years. So thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate that. But that's what I did. This picture that's going to be coming up. And that's all I got for today, guys. The next tattoo story episode is going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to go through a few stories from when I had a tattoo shop that I owned and ran in Montgomery, Alabama when I was still in the military before I retired. So that's all for today. And that, if you like this, make sure you give that thumbs up, share, subscribe if you would, hit that notification bell so you know when videos come out, and comment. Love reading comments and responding. Again, if you subscribe, I sure appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that watches, subscription or not. But anyway, getting closer to that 500 mark. Once I surpass that, you know what's going to happen. All right, everybody. Again, have a great day. Get some bench time in. And as always, God bless.